camera a little bit. We'll get Timmy in the background the best we can, in the best way we can. It's a bit cold today, actually. Right, we're going to go for it. I'm turning up the best way I can, as I always do. Anyway, this is the Let's Get Inspired live vlog. This is episode 107. Today is what date are we on? We're on the 27th of March, 2026. It's 8 p.m. UK time. It's Friday night. What we're going to speak about today. The title for today is, excuse me, is Does anyone feel stuck in life but can't explain why? So does anyone feel stuck in life but can't explain why? I am going to... Oh, 1 minute, guys. Does anyone feel stuck? I'll just type this in. I'll get there eventually, sorry. It is what it is. Okay. Let's go with that. Let's see what happens. Hi, Yorick. How's it going, mate? How you doing? You okay? Oh my God. I'm not at my best again, Yorick. I've been like this all week, mate. Oh man, I'm just doing my best, mate. I am literally, my energy has been not great. I don't know if it's spring fatigue or I'm a bit ill. I don't know which one, but yeah, I'm just turning up. Tired, yeah, mate. Tired. I feel like my body's aching, mate. My left calf, man, and my psoas muscle, which is the muscle that attaches from your back to your kneecap. It goes all the way from the back, your psoas muscle. It's like it helps you to walk, basically. The psoas muscle, P-S-O-A-S, I think it is how you spell it. It's just really sore. I'm mourning. You need that whole holiday to Croatia to come soon. Yeah, I do, mate. I really, really do. It's about 37 days off, I think. Holiday will do me good, mate. I do a lot of hours of my own doing, of course. So yeah, mate. It will. It'll do me the world of good. Thanks, man. So, right. Yeah, thanks, Yorick. Appreciate you, by the way. Appreciate you. Thank you. So I was going to say, does anyone else feel stuck in life sometimes? Like, but you can't explain why. Like, I did a poll recently on my channel. I don't know if you were involved in it. But 50% said they feel okay but not fulfilled. They feel okay in life but not fulfilled. 17% said they feel stuck and confused. Another 17% said they're just getting through. So it's getting through life, struggling. And another 17% said genuinely happy. So different. Thanks, Yorick. Like and subscribe. Different feelings how we feel. Does anyone else feel stuck in life sometimes? Like, what the hell am I doing? Let me just share that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little bit tired today, but I'm here. I've turned up. That's the best I can do today. So, like, nothing's really wrong. So you're doing everything's okay. But it's like Groundhog Day sometimes. You go to work or you get up in the morning, you go for your walk, you go out and do something, but it feels like nothing's happening, if you know what I mean. It feels just a bit mundane, but nothing's really wrong, but something doesn't feel right. Does anyone ever be there? Have everyone felt like that? And then you think to yourself, what the hell am I mourning for? It's this first world problems I'm complaining about. And maybe you could argue that could be the case. But something just feels off. Has anyone ever felt like that? Write your comments if you can, guys, if you wish to. But 50% of you said you feel okay, but not fulfilled. So you feel okay, but not fulfilled. So it could be sometimes some jobs. Let me just have a drink 1 moment. some jobs, they pay enough, they pay okay. So you're quite well off, let's say. You're comfortable with your job. It pays you a little bit of money, but it doesn't really fulfill you. You just turn up. And it's not less of enough money for you to want to walk away, but it's also, what was I going to say then? It's not less of enough money to walk away. For you to want to get another job, but it's also not too much money to be life-changing. So it's like stuck in that middle ground. So you're doing a job that's it's okay, you don't mind it, but there's a few arseholes in your job, let's say. The money just keeps you comfortable. It's just enough, just comfortable enough. So you can't really complain too much, but it feels like, oh, is this it? I don't feel fulfilled with this shit. Feels like I could do this or do that. Anyway, I'm going on a bit. I'll read the comments. Hi, Shelley. Welcome back. I'm really sorry, Shelley. I'm not at my best again. I've been like this all week. I'm just going to have a sugary drink, actually. This is, I don't even check this out. Obviously, you've heard of Fanta, but this is like a peach-flavoured Fanta. Has everyone had white peach-flavoured Fanta before? It's really, really, really nice. This is like Japanese or Korean or something because you can't even read the type there, but it's white peach flavour and it's lovely. And I feel tired, so I'm going to give myself a sugar rush. Honest to God, try that white peach Fanta. It's really nice. I'm not sponsored by them, by the way. I'm just saying that it's really nice. Shelley saying it's like being stuck in a lift. What do you mean, Shelley? So you've gone up in the lift and you're stuck. You can't get anywhere. So you can't go up, you can't go down, but you're stuck. You're stuck where you are. No matter how hard you are, you're pushing all the buttons, Shelley. You're thinking, shit, I need to go up or I need to go down. You're stuck in the lift in your life as an example of you're stuck in your life. You can't, no matter how much you fucking push the buttons out, no matter how much you're trying, you can't, you're just stuck in a rut. That's how it can be sometimes. And it's maybe like a, I don't know, 5 or 6 out of 10 uncomfortableness. You're saying everyone's time in their life feels stuck, even the celebrity and millionaires. Do you know what, Yorick? You're probably right there. Even the people that seem to have it all, millionaires, celebrities who have achieved great things, for example, they have issues too. Absolutely, Yorick. Gabby Roy. I can't say your name, sorry. Gabby. I'm sorry, Gabby. I can't say the rest of your name because of my shit linguistic skills. I'm holding my hands up here. My name's Brad, by the way. Hello from Romania. Hi from England. How are you? How's life in Romania? The History Boy. Hi, the History Boy. How are you? To be honest, the History Boy, I'm okay. My life's okay, man. But I'm just tired, mate. I'm just turning up, doing my live. I'm okay. I'm just a bit run down, I think, but I'm all right. How are you? How's everybody else? Hope you're all okay. Did I buy it from Lidl or Sainsbury's? No, I got it from Home Bargains, believe it or not. Home Bargains. We don't even have Home Bargains in London. It's kind of like a pound shop, if pound shops really exist anymore, because everything's more expensive than a pound. But it's really, really, really nice. Honestly, white peach flavoured Fanta. It's really nice. Honestly, please try it. It's in like his cool bottle as well, like different. It's like a can, but like it's got a lid thing on the end. Anyway, Bad Blue Bammer. Yes, I feel stuck, guilty, loser every day for 7 years. I've been in one-sided love. Oh shit, I'm sorry to hear that. For 7 years, I've been facing humiliation, getting insulted and being rejected again and again. But today, I swore on my mother and told her clearly I'll stop talking to you. I won't even come near you anymore. Babblabama, that's good for you. If you're a one-sided relationship, it's shit. Because no matter how good you are, how nice you are, they just don't want to know. It's one-sided. That's not a healthy, loving relationship, is it? Second best is good enough for no one, mate. So, and to be insulted and rejected over and over and over again, I'm surprised you've allowed that for 7 years, mate. But good on you for finally having some self-respect towards yourself and saying enough's enough. Thank you for sharing, by the way. The stream was brought to you by Pete's Fanta. Yeah, I wish. They'd be paying me loads of money. That'd be great. I wish, mate. Maybe one day. But it's nice. They're not. I'm not sponsored by them, of course, but they're nice. It's really nice. Shelley's saying, Brad, everyone goes through it. Yeah, the ups and downs, Shelley, you're absolutely right. That's how it goes. Absolutely correct. The ups and the downs. Absolutely. Jamie, just let me move on. So let me carry on with Shelley. Shelley, I'll speak to Shelley. Sorry, Shelley. Everyone goes through it. Feeling stuck in life, feeling like you're not getting anywhere. No matter how hard you try, it's like pushing a rusty door. The rusty door is really heavy. You're fucking pushing, and you're pushing, and you're pushing, and you're pushing, and it doesn't move. Or if it does move, it moves a tiny bit. It's like, oh my God, it took me half an hour to move that door slightly. Like, it feels like you're stuck. Sometimes that's needed in life, I suppose. Depends which way you look at it, but it's frustrating. It can be frustrating. Anyway, Jamie Gayton, right? You say that all the time. It's spam. Jamie Gayton spamming, mate. You say the same thing. You say the same thing. I've seen your name saying the same thing before. Don't know what you get from that, but anyway. Bablibama, you should talk to your mum, mate. She brought you into this world bloody thicker than water. If you've got a nice, good relationship with your mum, that's great. If you haven't, that might be another topic, Yorick. If you've got a good relationship with your family, that's great. That would work. Halbjorn, how are you doing, Baldy? I'm doing all right. A bit run down. My name's Brad. Have some fucking respect. How's that one? Anyway, Shelley's then saying, too much sugar, Brad. Only short time. Yeah, I know, Shelley. You're absolutely correct. Short time. Yep. So it's a little bit of sugar. Yeah, it's going to be good for a little while. But what's it going to happen, Shelley? I'm going to crash. Absolutely. But for right now, I'm having it. It's all good. Darth Nihilist. Hi, Darth Nihilist. Welcome back. Yo, that Fanta's some good shit. It is. White peach flavoured Fanta. It's worth trying. Please try it if you've not done. It's not, obviously, there's lemon Fanta, orange Fanta, which everyone knows of, but this is really nice. Hi, Gracie, Brad, you're saying. Hi, Gracie. How are you? How's your week been? I hope that I hope you're not feeling too much pain. Hope you're okay. Bablabama saying you're a good guy, mate. Oh, thank you. Well, respect all the, same back at you there, mate. Same back at you. Thank you, by the way, Bablubama. I hope I'm saying it right. You're saying where you brought it from, Brad? Home Bargains. You can get it from if you're at the Kenchi store at Trafford Centre, you can get it from there, but it's really expensive from there. But Home Bargains, it's basically like, I don't know. What is it? Like a pound shop. It's nice. It costs about £1.50 or something like that, but it's really nice. Anyway, I'll keep speaking. Gracie saying then. Okay. I don't know what that means, Gracie. I'll keep going the best I can. I'll keep doing the best I can. Anyway. So that's the point that no one really talks about a lot of the time. People aren't struggling. They're not really struggling sometimes, but they're not happy either. Some people are sometimes stuck in the middle of it. So they're doing all right. Life's okay. They've got food on the table, but they feel like something's missing. Anyone ever been in that situation? Something's missing. Something could be better. Something's not quite right, but it's not terrible. So they don't want to moan about it. They want to get on with it. Just kind of being in the middle. And that's okay sometimes, of course. Anyway, let me just read these comments. Bad pain from eating too much, Gracie. Oh dear, please slow down. Why have you been eating too much? Got carried away? Did you get carried away? Slow down a bit if you can, Gracie. Style and Storyline. Hi, Style and Storyline. Have you seen Jelly Bean? Jelly Bean? Got a jelly cat in the background, but not jelly bean. That's a jelly cat plushie, teddy or whatever you want to call it. Yorick saying hi to Style Storyline. If you like throwing up, bloody hell, Gracie. Try and just lie down, relax for about a while. Maybe drink a little bit of water, and it will settle eventually. But it takes a while if you've overeaten. Easy done if you're enjoying the food. I've done it before. LMC the King, them. What do you mean by them? What do you mean? Why saying them? What do you mean, mate? Jonathan says Gordon. Hello, Jonathan. How are you? And tomato sandwich, celery, coleslaw, then curry. Hard. I'm lying down. Good. You're lying down. That's good, Gracie. Take it easy and relax. Jonathan says, hi, Jonathan. My name's Brad, by the way. This is a chilled live, to be fair. I'm just turned up the best I can, Jonathan, and everybody else. I'm a little bit run down, if I'm honest, but it's not always me. It's just the ups and downs of life. You turn up the best you can, you present the best you can, and that's the best you can do sometimes. Shelley's been saying, like, there's an emptiness. It's invisible, but you know it's there. Like an itch you can't scratch, if that makes sense. Absolutely, Shelley. Like there's an emptiness there. And it's also like a very mild, sad feeling. Like a very mild, sad feeling. The sadness is there, but it's not extreme. It's invisible, but you know it's there. You've explained it really well. Like an itch you can't scratch. Like I'm just really just feeling like I'm stuck. And it's uncomfortable. But I can't quite figure out how to get out of it. How to shake my head. How to come away from it. That's how life can be sometimes. And then you don't know. And then at that point, you're thinking, I can't really complain because I've got this in place. Look at all those other people that have got this. Look at all those other people that have got that going on. And you're absolutely correct if you're thinking that, because lots of people have got lots of shitty things that can happen in life. But then you're feeling a bit that sadness inside. This is emotional intelligence, by the way. But you don't feel like you could really vent it to anybody because it's not too extreme. So you keep it inside potentially, and it can eat away at you. It does make sense, Shelley. You've explained that really, really well. So thank you. Thanks for that. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for everyone that's just here right now. I appreciate you all, by the way. We're just having a nice, calm chat. The topic is, does anyone feel stuck in life? But I'll read all the comments anyway. Grace is in her bed, relaxing. Hi, Jordan. How are you, mate? How's it going? How's work been? How's your YouTube channel doing? Hope you're okay. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you on here again, by the way. Yorick is saying to Jordan, saying that to Jordan. Jamie is that spamming, Jamie, lad. But you're helping my algorithm anyway, so thank you. Jordan says, Gracie, what are you on about, Gracie? Do you watch Leroy? I don't know what Leroy is, Gracie. I don't know if anyone else knows. You're saying Timmy looks like he's had eaten too much. Yeah, he's looking a bit portly at the moment. Yes, he is. Anyway, Yorick, my bro, how are you? Oh, Yorick says not bad. Jordan saying, Gracie, I did this morning. Grace says, I look like Timmy. It's all right. Feels like even a food coma kind of thing. I'm going to drink my tea as well. Oh, nice and calm, nice and chilled. What sub count are you on now, Jordan? It's going live soon. What's going live, Gracie? Shelley saying, you need a holiday. Timmy needs a job. Right, you heard that, Timmy. It's about time you get to fucking work, lad. Shelley says you need to sort your shit out. Are you listening? Yeah, you're getting to work next week, lad. Right, Shelley, we're getting into fucking work. Absolutely. I agree. I agree. I'll have the holiday. That's fun. That's funny. Do you want to say I'm doing fabulous? Thank you, Brad. Work has been busy as always. You've got a good, strong work ethic. That's great. And I've got 87 subs now, Brad. Nice one. You're growing. Enjoy. Enjoy the process. You learn as you go along. I'm still learning as we speak. Anyway, Grace is saying, Yorick, that's me, Timmy. Oh. What do I do? Julie Parker. Hello, Julie. My name is Brad. Nice to meet you, by the way. I'm a scrub nurse. I work for the NHS. I was working today. Working all week, actually. I work in theatres. Basically, what did I scrub for today? I scrubbed for a knee replacement today. The surgeon did the operation, of course, not me. I just helped them with the instruments. But, yeah, that's what I do as a job. That's me, pretty much. I do this in my spare time. I treat this as a business, though. I think to do well on YouTube, you've got to treat this shit like a business. Meaning you've got to turn up. You've got to put the effort in. Some people use it as a hobby, which is absolutely fine. But I treat this like a business in my own way. That kind of logic. Grace is saying, bloody hell. Timmy's got a job already. He's the... Julie, this is Timmy. He's just a plushie in the background. Timmy the turtle, as you can see. He's a managing moderator. Yes, he is. He's doing a great job, actually. Keeping an eye on proceedings, should I say. Timmy gets paid well. He gets looked after. You feel like Timmy's stomach, Gracie. Eating too much too quickly. Easily done, especially if you're eating nice food. It tastes really good, doesn't it, at the time? And then you overdo it and you can end up feeling sick, of course. Have I done it? Yes, Gracie. Will I do it again? Probably. Jordan saying, Yorick, I've got 87 subs, bro. Nice one, Jordan. Keep up the good work. Yorick saying, that's good. Do you make videos also or mostly shorts? Mainly shorts, he's saying. Yorick saying maybe try to do videos every now and then. Because shorts don't count towards watch hours. No, they don't. They don't. They're good for getting subs to an extent. The shorts, they're quick and easier to make. However, the watch hours from them, I think to get 3 million views on shorts in 3 months, it's possible, but it's very, very difficult. But you don't have to. It's your channel. It's your what's it called? It's your channel. It's up to you, of course. Gracie saying you've had 2 dinners. 2 dinners, Gracie. Oh, well, maybe you'll just chill for a bit. Chill for a bit with the food. Anyway, Julie says you've got a great personality. Thanks, Julie. That's really kind. Thank you. That's really nice. And you've subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. And thank you for your kind words as well. Appreciate that. It's very nice. Thank you. Julie, my channel is called, this is it, Inspirational Ambivert. I talk about psychology. I talk about self-improvement. I talk about making sense of the world, the suffering in life, trying to become higher vibrational, trying to be a better person, a stronger person who puts boundaries in place with toxic people. I talk about those types of things. A lot of the time, like now, I'm just reading the comments and going with the flow. The topic I've got above me, as you can see, is does anyone feel stuck in life? But I like to think of this medium that we're in, this digital whatever medium that we're utilizing right now as a collective consciousness, and we're just going with the flow with the conversation. So thank you for subscribing. Anyway, thanks to anyone else that's subscribed as well. I appreciate you all. I'm close to 500 subs, which might not sound a lot to a lot of people, but it is to me. So yeah, I'm almost there. There's much more to be done after that, though, of course. Anyway, Jordan said, I can't think of any videos to make. No worries, Jordan. Maybe it'll come to you at some point. There's no rush. There's no rush. You're saying, I wish shorts counted towards watch hours. I do too, mate. I would have been monetized ages ago. I'm really close, Yorick. The first stage, at least, the 3,000 watch hours I've nearly got, which has been hard to acquire, let's say that. And I think I'm about 26 subs off 500. So I'm close. Hi, Zag. How are you doing? Hi, Zag. Zag Humberbus. Hope you're okay, mate. Nice to see you on here, of course. Shelley saying, Yorick, very funny. Ha ha ha. Sorry, Timmy. Yeah. Zag Hummer says, you are doing great. Thank you, Zag. That's very kind of you to say. Hope you're doing great too. Hope you're doing okay. Ayush Schwankar. Ayush. How's the existence of God can be proved? Good question, mate. Can it be, Ayush? Can it be proved in this physical world? I'd say good luck with that one. Depends on what you believe in, doesn't it? Everyone's got their own opinions on that one. I think my opinion is, but this is just my opinion, I'm not trying to force it on anyone. I think basically God is energy, and all religions point to the same thing. It's a source. I think there's another side, but I can't prove it, mate. And I don't think anyone else can, really. They might say they can prove it, but can they really prove it? It's a belief, isn't it? It's what you believe in or don't believe in. That's my thoughts. I'm not forcing those thoughts on anybody, though. Ricky's saying, just look around. You can prove it in the Bible. Hi, Ricky. How are you doing, Ricky? How's it going? Hope you're okay. I'll just read Zag's comment. Yes, stuck in work. All right. What do you do as a job, Zag? And why do you feel stuck in work? Why do you feel stuck in work? Does anyone else feel stuck in life as well? Or are you in a good place? Are you in a happy place? Ricky says you can prove it by Bible prophecy or creation itself of history. Now, you could if you believe that, Ricky. If you believe that, that's your proof. That's right for you. That's okay. But that won't be for everybody. God eaters, I do believe there's something else though, man. Ricky, back to my comment. I really, really do. Yeah. I don't know exactly what that's going to look like though, mate. Anyway, but God eaters saying, hello. It was only 271k in the last great European conflict. What do you mean, God eater? Welcome back, God eater. What do you mean 271k in the last year? What? I don't know. Please elaborate. I don't know what you mean. Your mum bun. Hey, Nanny here. Hey, Nanny. Your mum bun. High five. How are you? My name's Brad. Nice to meet you, by the way. God bless you, mate. God bless you too. Thank you for your kind words. Prateep. Sorry, is it Prateep? God bless you too. Bobby says hi. Hi, Bobby. Welcome back. Welcome back, mate. Hope you're okay. God eater said, I think God wants 2 kilo lax. I don't know what you mean by that. God eater. Ricky saying life only comes from life. You can't create life without a source of life. That's what science all says also. Okay, yeah, making sense with what you've just said there. Zag saying, especially in your 40s life, stuck at work. God, yeah, I feel it too. I go to work, I like what I do a lot of the time, and I just think, oh my God, it's just living paycheck to paycheck, mate. Zag. Yeah. Does it make you feel stuck? Sometimes it does. Sometimes it does. I'm not saying that's the worst thing ever to feel stuck, because it's not terrible all the time, but yeah. Anyway, I'll move on. Hi, Hug Giver. Welcome back. How are you? How are you feeling, by the way? You said you were ill. Last time I spoke to you was Monday. And you said you were a bit run down. I've been run down all week. I've carried on going, though. Felt run down all week. Still do now, if I'm honest. Hope that you feel better, by the way, Hug Giver. How's your week been as well? If you don't mind me asking. And how's everyone else's week been? On that note. Adis is saying, please don't smoke drugs. Adis, you're right. Don't smoke drugs. Don't do it. Don't do it. I agree. Even the demons believe in God. They shudder. Believing in God is only half of it. Yeah, could be. Depends on your perspective, Ricky. Depends on your beliefs. Yeah, it's a very varied, lots of different perspectives on that outlook as well, isn't there? Mickey. Hi, Mickey. How are you doing? My name's Brad. Nice to meet you. Got it, you're saying, wow, what did he just say? I don't know, in relation to what? Elaborate a bit more, Godita. Zag is saying, how are you? How do you motivate yourself when you're stuck? Good question. Oh, fuck, yeah. How do I motivate myself when I'm stuck, when I feel stuck? Sometimes the beginning of it is being aware that you're stuck. Because sometimes you're not even aware that you're stuck. It's Groundhog Day, meaning repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. And you just don't realize that you're stuck. It's having some emotional intelligence to begin with, going, I feel a bit frustrated. I feel a bit pissed off. I feel like something's not right, but I don't know what it is. That kind of feeling, like I don't know what it is. I can't pinpoint it, but it's pissing me off, and I'm a bit fed up of this now. But I'll keep going anyway. But it's a bit, become aware of it. And then once you become aware of it, you think, right, is this really working for me? How do you not stop feeling stuck? It's to give yourself some hope. How do you give yourself some hope? If you feel stuck in your job, you start looking at what other opportunities are around. You think, what can I do? Even if it's not something that you get paid for, do some volunteer work, start reading, find a new hobby, find something that's worth getting out of bed for. Something that's worth getting out of bed for, something that you're passionate about. And if you don't know what you're passionate about, sometimes you can think, do you know what? Fuck it, I'm going to try this. Oh, I didn't like it. At least I know now. Next thing, let's try this. Trying different things. That can help you, give you a bit of motivation when you're feeling stuck. So you can be feeling stuck in your life, not completely happy with this, not completely happy with that, which is a bit of a shit feeling. Of course, a lot of people feel it, but it's not terrible, but it's a bit shit. Sorry, I'm trying to get the words out the best I can. And they think, you know what, I'm going to have a go at this. I'm going to have a go at that. And that can give you some motivation. Like, I do my job, and sometimes I don't always enjoy it. I do it because it pays the bills. I've just kind of landed in it, ended up in that. As a nurse, I work as a scrub nurse. Not a terrible job. It can be interesting, but it can be stressful, blah, blah, blah. The pay is not great. It should be paid a lot more than I am. Of course, a lot of other people might have that same argument too. And sometimes I think, well, really, is this it? Is this me forever? Which is that's not going to be me forever at all. I was going to say, but I know that it pays the bills. It keeps a roof over my head, gives me a bit of motivation, makes me feel a little bit better. I can buy some nice clothes every now and again. I can treat myself every now and again, bit more motivation. And then I do this pays, my job there pays for me to do this, which I'm passionate about, which I enjoy most of the time. So I hope that answers your question, mate. And there's lots of different ways to answer that question. Let me just share that. It's a really good comment, man. Sorry, mate. I've gone on a little rant there. Replace pin comment. Zag Hummerbass has said a really good question there. But anyway, Hug Give us saying, I'm better now. Great to hear. I'm actually having a whole weekend off. Good. I think you do too many hours at 51 hours. Sorry, I shouldn't speak for you though, should I? Sorry, I don't mean that. But I'm glad that you're getting time off. So planning on chilling. Good. I have 5 shifts next week, all long 13-hour shifts. Oh, shit. That's a lot. Hug giver. Ending with a night shift on Saturday night. Oh, my God. At A&E. Hug giver works at A&E as a bloody doctor. That is not easy. 5 13-hour shifts, hug giver. That's a lot. That's a lot. Please look after yourself. Is there any way you could do less hours? But would you, or are you happy with your life? Are you happy, actually? Are you happy continuing as you are? If you're happy, good for you. Everyone's got their own interpretation of what happiness is, of course. Not one right or wrong answer with that. Your hug giver, I used to do night shifts. It's not easy. No, I've done a few as well in the past. I've not done loads, but I've done a few. Not easy. Hug giver says, Yorick, good evening. I don't really like doing them, but I do often get them. Wipes me out for days. Yep. Pack a punch, don't they? They pack a punch. Sander saying, good evening. Hi, Sander. How are you? Good to see you on here again. I hope you're okay. Yorick, stick. I don't know what that means. So, hug giver saying hello to Sander. Yorick sending love and respect, of course. Sander's giving Yorick that eyes up smile. Mickey Washington. Hi, Mickey. You've got some attention. You're saying loads of highs there. Have you got anything else you want to say? Thanks for helping my algorithm with your repetitive highs. I'll say hi to you. Hello, I can see you. Got some attention. I'll give you some. Keep it respectful though, mate, and we're all good. Sander saying hug giver, it's Sander. Good evening. Sander sending love and respect to giving Yorick a hug, should I say. Shelley saying hello to Sander. How do we do the heart again? I don't know how you do that. Sander says hello to Shelley. Yorick saying, Mickey, thanks for helping the algorithm. Sander saying hello to Mickey. So Zag's then saying, especially what to do when you've got a horrible boss. Oh, they're the worst, man. Oh, they're the worst. They can be. One sec, sorry. Wait for that noise to go down. Sorry, I've just been quiet for a moment. Right, so what do you do when you've got a horrible boss? Fucking hell. How it's difficult, man. Especially if they're in control of you. They make decisions for you. So they decide when you have your holidays. They decide where you work. They decide on a lot of things. And some bosses are really nice people. They're well-rounded. They're intelligent. They're caring. They're really nice people. But some bosses are just narcissists, aren't they? They're just power hungry, insecure, toxic, assholes. What do? You try to limit your contact with them the best you can. Speak to them as little as you can. If it's never going to end, they're going to continue being horrible. Can you look for another job, Zag? Zag, I don't know what you do, by the way. What do you do as a job? And is there anything else that you could do if your boss is that bad? You're saying you're welcome. Santa's showing me a love heart there. It's lovely. Hug giver says I could drop to 2 days a week, but I do enjoy it. Hug giver, right? You enjoy it. You love what you do. You love what you do, and I bet you're very good at what you do. And you work in pediatrics, A&E, which is I bet you're helping lots of people. You love what you do. Well, you're winning then. You're winning, but please make sure you don't burn out. I need to tell myself that too. I forget that as well, by the way, hug giver. I need to follow my own advice. I do. Yeah, forget to look after ourselves sometimes, but please do. I'm glad you got the weekend off. What are you going to do this weekend? How are you going to, what self-care are you going to do? What are you going to do to look after yourself? Yorick saying, easy way to remember it is to give a gift. All right, you're giving gifts. All right, okay. Sandra saying, Yorick, thank you. Huggy was saying sorry to Sander. Autocorrect changed it. Yes, that happens a lot. Mickey says hi. Hi, Mickey again. How are you? Anyway, Zag saying you nailed it. Retail operations. What does that mean? What does that entail? Retail operations. What kind of work does that entail? Omar, sorry I couldn't enter live streams. I was sick because I was coughing up blood. Bloody hell, Omar. Sorry to hear that you're coughing up blood. Do you know why you're coughing up blood? Are you still coughing up blood? Or do you feel better? What's the situation? I hope don't be sorry for not joining lives. Don't be silly. You don't owe me anything. You don't owe anyone anything, really, in my opinion. Still be a nice, kind person to people, be respectful, etc., etc. But I don't think anyone owes anyone anything. Got to owe it to yourself to live your own life. So don't feel sorry for not coming onto a live, mate. But I hope that you're feeling better at least. Anyway, I'll leave that with you all more. I hope you're not still coughing up blood though. Tony Goodacre. No, sorry. Let me go back. I'll read that in a moment. Fire. I don't know how to say your name. Some bosses target people who think they're big and getting away with it. Yeah, some bosses are going to target others. Some bosses will target you because they're threatened by you. I've had it happen to me. I'm not even trying to be anything. I'm just trying to be myself. And some people get threatened. An insecure boss will be threatened by an A player, basically. So they'll try and attack you, or character defamation, putting you down, basically, spreading lies about you, potentially. That's what can happen. They think they're big and they're getting away with it. But I think there's consequences, in my opinion. You don't get away with anything. I think there's consequences eventually. Anyway, Tony Goodacre, sorry, I got to your comment eventually. Hi, I just joined. What are we doing? I'm reading for the comments. The topic is, does anyone ever feel stuck in life? However, I'm just reading for the comments as well, Tony. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you, by the way. That's my channel, Inspirational Ambivert. Thanks for anyone that's likes and subscribed, by the way. Appreciate you all. We're having a nice chill chat. And we're going with the flow, basically. My channel's usually on about, I talk about self-improvement, working on yourself, dealing with toxic people, etc., etc., becoming higher vibrational. That's what my channel's about, in a nutshell, amongst other things. Yorick saying, I remember finishing my night shifts. I just wanted to go home to bed as soon as possible, no messing around. Oh, I bet you did, Yorick. Really tiring. Abes, hi Abes. Welcome back, Abes. How you doing? Fist bump to Abes. How you doing, mate? Hope you're okay. How's your studying doing, Abes? How's it doing? How much more do you... How's your studying doing? And what's your next step? What's your next goal? Shelley saying, I have a good boss tank. Thank you. No, sorry. I have a good boss, thank God. It does make a difference. Yeah, it does. It really, really does. It's good that you're grateful of that, Shelley. Santa says it's okay to hug giver. No worries. Hug giver says, I'm going to have a look around the shops, lunch out, cinema, switch off for a while. Good. Basically decompressing, pottering around, nice chill, nice lunch out, go to the cinema. Good for you, hug giver. Switch off for a while. Can't be on the go all the time. Good to hear. Great to hear, should I say. Abe saying hi to Sander. Hypermarket operations. Right, it's different, Zag. Never heard of anyone doing that before. Fiona saying, Fion, sorry. Sorry if I get your name wrong. Forgive me if I get it wrong. Coughing up blood is not good. No, it's not. It's not good. Almost saying a bit sick still. Have you been to the doctors? Have you been checked out? Sorry says hi to Abe. Bugatti lover. Hi, Bugatti lover. Bugattis are very nice. Me sad. Why do you feel sad? Why do you feel sad? I'm sorry to hear that you feel sad. Someone saying, sorry to hear that, Omar. You need to go to hospital. Well, yes. Erin saying, yo, love and respect from Erin. Welcome back, Erin. How are you doing? Sander saying, like and subscribe, everyone. Thank you, Sander. Thanks to anyone that's watching. Thanks for anyone that's come back. Hope that you're all okay. Thanks for anyone that's liked and subscribed. It means a lot. And I'm sending some appreciation out there. That's all. Let me just have a sip. This is really nice, by the way. God, I've said this a few times. This is Fanta, obviously Fanta. You've heard of Fanta, but it's like a peach, white peach one. And it's in like Chinese as well. Like Chinese or whatever, South Korean. I think it's Chinese. Not that I can speak Chinese or read Chinese. But it's really it's white peach. It's really nice. Honestly, it's really, really good. Check it out if you can. Try it if you can. Shelley's saying what? Sorry. Shelley is saying, what do that hugger? What? You do that. Sorry. You do that hugger. You work really hard and long hours. You go, girl. Treat yourself. Absolutely, Shelley. Absolutely. Definitely deserved. But Giver says thank you to Shelley. Lovely. Santa's sick and tired of the winter weather. Yes, I agree. I agree. Enough's enough, isn't it? Enough's enough. With the shit weather. I am 1000% with you there, Sander. We've done enough of that. We've had enough of that. Kirsty Smith. Remember, I do remember you, Kirsty. Of course I do. How are you, Kirsty? Kirsty, question. Have you ever felt stuck in life? Sorry, guys. Shelley's saying Sander, same here. Yorick saying that's why lots of British people leave UK permanently to go to hotter places to live, Sander. A lot do, yes. They do. What am I saying? I've searched on Google. What does it mean if you're coughing up blood? And one of the reasons are having a punctured lung. Would you not know if you'd had a punctured lung or like if you had an accident, fallen over? I don't know. Sorry, I'm a bit tired. Google can be great, by the way. It can be very useful. ChatGPT can be very useful. However, with medical conditions, I am not a doctor, by the way, and I never ever fucking say I will, but I am never, because I'm not. But of course not. But what was I going to say then? Be careful with Google because it can give you the worst case scenario. You can misdiagnose yourself. You can end up with health anxieties, which can be not backed up with facts sometimes. So be careful. Go and see somebody though, Omar, if that's the case. See a doctor, Ricky's saying. Absolutely. Santa says hi to Kirsty. Santa saying I've come from a hotter place. Rick. Yeah, Croatia. Anyway, Rick saying I'm not being harsh. You need to go and see a doctor quickly if that's the case. I agree, Ricky. Kirsty saying, remember me? I do remember you, Kirsty. Shout out to Kirsty Smith. How are you doing? Tony Goodacre. Oh my God, Tony Goodacre saying, oh my God, when I got with my boyfriend, he's my ex now, but he's got with my BFF and everyone's blaming me. He broke up with me, but got his friend to do it and his mates were being really mean and now he's blaming me. Oh my God, Tony, that sounds like a very teenager scenario. Let's say that. So he's got with your best friend and he's blaming you that he's broke up with you or whatever. Sounds really childish, by the way, Tony Goodacre. Sounds really silly. It might. I could understand why you might be upset by that, especially if you're younger. I'm assuming you're younger. Let them leave them to it, mate. Leave them to it. You do you. It'll all quieten down. It might seem very, very intense in the moment. It'll all quiet down. It's silly. You play silly games, you get silly prizes, don't you? That's what that is. That's just silly, childish shit, basically. and you're and they're blaming you for this, blaming you for that when you've not done anything wrong by the sounds of it. So they'll come unstuck. They'll come unstuck if they behave like that. Be the better person. Concentrate on yourself. Do things that you love doing, and don't give them any time or attention if you can. Don't give them any time or attention. Easy said than done. I get it though sometimes. Ricky's saying, yes, A&E is also a good option. Of course it is. For some people, yes, for that situation. Sommer Sweden. Hi, Sommer. Welcome back. Good to see you on here again. Great to see you on here again, actually. I greatly improved my life with AI. It can be very, very useful, Sommer. It's a tool, isn't it? It can be very useful, absolutely. Tony saying, Tony Goodacre saying, sorry if it was so long. Tony Goodacre, you don't need to apologise. Just what you've just shown me there. You just showed me something. Sorry if it was too long, so long. It sounds like you're a really good person. Tony Goodacre, sounds like you're a really nice person. So don't worry. Don't be sorry. Thanks for sharing. Don't apologise, please. You know what I'm saying? I'm guessing when you retire, Sander, you'll live in your country. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Zag saying, you're so energetic and lively. I don't feel it. I think I'm performing the best I can here, Zag. Because I have to. I feel a little bit more energized than I was, though, which is a positive. That means I'm doing the right thing doing this. But thank you. All right, it's Japanese. Forgive me. So this Fanta, which is white peach. I'm not sponsored by them, of course. I wish I was. I'd be earning loads of money. I'd be laughing my head off. But I'm not sponsored by them. But it's white peach Fanta. It's Japanese. It's really nice. Try it. Yeah, it's really refreshing. Anyway, that's the end of that. It's gone. Kirsty, you've already said that. I do remember you. All am I saying? I'm scared of going to go to hospital because I'm scared of what they're going to do. It might hurt a lot. Maybe it will, but if you've got coughing up blood, mate, and you don't go to hospital, then it could get worse, couldn't it? So it's going to hurt either way, isn't it? It's going to hurt either way. So you need to go to hospital if that's the case. If what you're telling me is happening, you need to go to hospital. See a see a medical professional. Anyway, Kirsty says yes. Ricky's saying Fanta was made so that Coke could sell to Germans during the war. That's true. I've heard that before, actually, Ricky. Fanta was made so that Coke could be sold to Germans during the war. I've heard that. I've not been. Thanks for reminding me about that, by the way. Santa's saying, Omar, don't be scared. Trust in the process. Your health comes first. Yeah, it is. Health is wealth, mate. Coughing up blood isn't good and definitely needs to be checked out. I agree, Sander. Macy, hi, Macy. Welcome back. Shout out to Macy Fernandez. Do I remember you? Of course I do. How are you doing? Hope you're okay. Ricky says, Ford also built tanks for both sides of the war. Yep. Hugo Boss was the attire of the German uniform was made by Hugo Boss, wasn't it? Volkswagen means people's car. You might already know these things. Came from the Nazis, the Germans, of course. There's other things too there, Ricky. The list could go on and on with that, Ricky, but thanks for sharing. Sandy says hi to Macy. He'll give us saying clocks go forward this Sunday. Spring is coming. So do we lose an hour? Is it in the right? Is it Saturday? Sorry. Is it Sunday morning that happens for Giver? But we lose 1 hour of sleep. Yeah, we do, Sander. Oh, Kirsty's saying, me and my son are having a movie night tomorrow. That's lovely, Kirsty. What are you watching? And what snacks are you going to have? What's everyone's favourite movie night snacks? And has anyone got any movie suggestions? Boxing Dervish. Hi, Boxing Dervish. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you. Hi back to you, by the way. Shout out to Boxing Dervish. Thanks to anyone that's liked and subscribed, by the way. Appreciate you all. Santa saying that sounds lovely, Kirsty. So someone's kicked you with studs. That's awful, mate. Awful, oh my. So someone's kicked you in the chest with the studs, with their football boots on. Sag is saying, well advised, yes. Hugger says, you know, if you had a punctured lung, you'd be struggling to breathe. If it's a little bit of blood and you've had a cough, it's probably you've just torn a little blood vessel. It's not uncommon with coughs. Huggiver, thanks, Huggiver. Huggiver's a doctor, by the way. Huggiver's a doctor. Of course, though, with respects as well, you've got to any advice on here, say with a pinch of salt, you've got to go individually and get yourself assessed fully. If you're gonna take medical advice, go and see a doctor, of course, physically. But Huggiver's given a really good perspective. I'm going to read it again. Thanks, Huggiver. You'd know if you had a punctured lung, you'd be struggling to breathe. If it's a little bit of blood and you'd had a cough, it's probably you've torn a little blood vessel. It's not uncommon with coughs. Thanks, Huggiver. Hope that helps you all more. Sandra's also saying, because it's good to be safe and to be sure, not trying to scare you, but it can be very unsafe to not go to A&E and get properly checked. Absolutely. Is it a pain in the ass going to the doctors? Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Is it a fun day out? No, it's not a fun day out. Do you have to sit around for ages if it's not that serious? Yes, you do. Is it uncomfortable? Yeah, it is. But you want peace of mind, don't you? Well, I would anyway. Okay, thank you. I still believe Omar should go to check it out. I agree. Commie Cactus. Hello, Commie Cactus. Oh yeah, and by the way, Free Palestine. I'm not gonna. I can't achieve. I can't. I don't think I can grant that one. Anyway, I hope there's peace in the world, though, mate. Peace in the world. Sander saying very true. Sorry, it's Hugger saying Sander. Yes, but it's a Sunday, so unless you're working, you don't have to get up. Yes, yes, yes. Hugger. It's good that it's landing then, isn't it? Not the next day. Anyway, Sander saying very true. Hugger. I will certainly not be getting up. LOL. Good for you. You deserve a rest. Jamie, you're saying the same thing. Jamie, why do you say the same thing over and over again? What's the appeal? Why? How does it make you feel repeating the same thing over and over again? What's the why? I just want to know why. Anyway, Shelley's saying, Brad, when you were showing us the new Fanta drink, Timmy just sent me an email stressing that. 1 second. Shelley's saying, Brad, when you were showing us the new Fanta drink, Timmy just sent me an email stressing that you wouldn't even offer him a drink for that. He's given the mods a night off. Has he been complaining? He looks like he's been complaining, doesn't he? He looks a little bit. He's a tad peeved, Shelley. That's funny. Thanks for sharing. Anyway, Jorick saying my neighbour said her dog is having puppies, but I think it's one of those dogs that has shed a lot of hair, which my mum doesn't want, so they don't think they will get the puppies. Are you thinking of getting a dog, Yorick? Hi, welcome back, Tanner. How are you? Hope you're okay. Great to see you on here again. Tanner's saying, I count my blessings whenever I am about to feel stuck in life. And then especially comparing myself with others far worse than current me. Yeah, feeling stuck in life, feeling a bit frustrated. You count your blessings, therefore show appreciation. Think about the things you appreciate. Think about things you feel grateful for, that you feel lucky to have. Having your health is a big thing, massive thing. Just being healthy is a great gift in itself. And then and also you compare yourself to others that are far worse off than yourself. That will potentially take you mentally away. That's a really good point, Tanner. It's going to mentally make you bring you away from feeling stuck in life. Thanks for sharing, by the way. Thanks for sharing. Santa's saying, LOL, great point, Shelley. Timmy deserved a Fanta too. Justice for Timmy. Yeah. I'm surprised. I'm surprised he can rustle up an email. He's pretty slick. Shelley saying justice for Timmy. Yorik's giving a salute to Timmy. Tanner says hi. Hi, Tanner again, mate. Macy Fernandez saying, I'm eating my dinner while watching you. What you eating, Macy? Enjoy. Enjoy whatever you're eating. Enjoy. Yorik's saying, Brad, one day put Timmy back facing camera or Timmy hanging upside down from wall like Spider-Man. That'd be a very creative idea there, Yorick. Spider Timmy. Hello, I'm a piece of toast. Hello, how are you? Jade, hi Jade. Jade Upton. How are you, Jade? I've subscribed. Jade, thank you so much for subscribing. Thanks to anyone else that's subscribed. It really, really helps my channel. So thank you, Jade. Nice to meet you, by the way. You've ripped your gums in your mouth, in your own mouth. How have you done that? What have you done, Jade? Shelley's laughing at Spider Timmy. Maybe I'll try and pull that off. And not now, though. Jade says hi. Hi, Jade. Big shout out to Jade Upton. And thank you so much, Jade, for subscribing. Thank you so much. Jorik saying, Shelley, yes, Timmy giving me the night off, but involuntarily doing overtime. How have you ripped your gums off? What have you done? I don't know. Elaborate a bit more, Jade. Jorik saying, is this an A&E live stream? Yeah, God. God, you could do a lot of damage there. Jorik. Yeah. That's really dangerous, that, actually. On a serious note, giving I don't think you should give medical advice on something like this. It's good to share. I don't think you should. I think it's good to say it could be this, it could be that. But yeah, I think some people that do YouTube, they speak really convincingly, they speak really confidently, some people. And not on about anyone here, by the way. I'm on about just in YouTube, wherever. They're really convincing. They're so convinced about what they're saying. They actually believe what they're saying, maybe, but it can be sometimes very dangerous when it's medical advice or dietitian advice or whatever it is. I think you've got to be responsible with things. That's my opinion, anyway. Yeah, it's like it's like fucking hell. It's funny. People having a lot of conditions here today. Anyway, what did I have for dinner? I had steak and chips, and it was absolutely amazing. I had steak, medium rare, and chips. It was lovely. Shelley saying that's really funny, Yorick. Yeah, I agree. Huggy was saying, I wish I was working. Technically, it's 1 hour. One less. It's less 1 hour. Yes, Huggiver. Santa's laughing at Yorick. Santa's saying, I don't want Timmy to hang like a spider. I know it sounds crazy, but he's my lovely Timmy, and Brad better not hurt him by hanging him like a spider. I've got content to make, Sander. And Timmy's told me that he's got a hankering for hanging. I'm joking. Tacos will make you feel better. Official Del Taco. I agree. Tacos will make you feel better. I bet they will. So if you're feeling stuck in life, if you're ever feeling stuck in life, eat a taco. You're already saying Spider Timmy coming soon to a cinema near you. Sally, hi Sally, how are you? Hi again from Essex. Oh, welcome back, Sally. Big shout out to Sally. Santa's then saying, sorry, let me get the words out, guys. I never wish I was working hug giver, LOL. I just want a soft life. You want an easier life. I get why. Santa says hi to Toko. Santa's keeping an eye on Yorick for his ideas. What he wants to do with Timmy, who's behind me. Santa says hi to Sally. Beth, is it Bethany? Beth, isn't it? Hi, Beth. Welcome back. Hi, Brad. Nice to see you. Nice to see you again. Hope you're okay. Movie snacks has to be Dr. Pepper, Zero, and chocolate covered pretzel. Oh, right. I agree with the chocolate covered pretzels. Dr. Pepper is okay, in my opinion, but I don't think I'd go with the Dr. Pepper though. But everyone's different. No disrespect to you, by the way. But that's not a bad choice. I don't know about the Dr. Pepper. Why Dr. Pepper Zero? Why would you not have the full fat, full sugar Dr. Pepper, Beth? Is my question. What would everyone else have as a movie snacks, movie drinks? Beth has gone with Dr. Pepper Zero and chocolate covered pretzels. Chocolate covered pretzels are amazing. Everyone's got different opinions on that, of course. There's not one right or wrong answer with that. Everyone's got their own taste. And Sally says, Sander, sorry. That's all right. It's okay, Sally. Sander says back. Shelley saying, you're right, Sander. That shouldn't happen to poor Timmy. Oh. I am saying I can't get off Xanax ever since my BT on MDMA. I did like 27 lines of MDMA. You'd be absolutely smashed out. You'd be chewing your face off, Aronov, if you're having all that MDMA. Hope that you're okay. Anyway. Sorry, guys. I'm just reading through the comments. Chocolate-covered pretzels are amazing. They really, really are. They really, really are. They're so Moorish as well. Santa saying, Shelley, thank you for understanding my love and protection of the little grumpy Timmy. We won't be hanging him, don't worry. No hanging Timmy, Sanders says. Okay. Hi, everyone. This is an accident and emergency live stream. Please take a seat. Oh, that's funny. Maybe because they think you're a nurse, you can come to you for advice. Maybe. The thing with myself, though, if I'm honest, like I've only ever worked in theatres, and I'm a specialised nurse, which is scrub practitioner. So I feel like I've lost a lot of my nursing skills, if I'm honest. I've gained other skills. I've got very specific skills, very different to what most nurses do. But I feel like I might have lost some of my skills as well, if I'm honest. I have some knowledge, but I'm honest, I don't know everything. And I try to be really careful on here. I want to be responsible. Shelley can't stop laughing. Enjoy. Enjoy the laughs. How much, Baba? Hi, Baba. By how much is petrol increasing in your country? I reckon it's increased about 7%, 8% ish. Sanders fuming. Hello. Hello, Motivation Master. How's it going, mate? Hello, Brad. How are you? I'm to be honest, I'm not at my best. I've been a bit tired all week. I think I'm a bit run down. I don't know. I've just not been at my best all week, but I'm okay. I'm here. I'm doing my best. Timmy is taking calls for the live A&A stream. Please stay on hold. Okay. Dr. Timmy has arrived. What's that? Yes. He's pissed off that you've even turned up, but he'll sort you out. Timmy's the expert. Exactly, Sandy. He's a fucking expert. Timmy has the face for A&E staff, yeah. He's just done a fucking 14.5-hour shift. And he's and he's on call as well, meaning that some knobhead's going to ring him in about an hour just after he's finished his 14-hour shift. He's going to have to go back to work. So look at that. He's chronically unimpressed. That's that. Anyway, that's that. And theatre staff, yep. A&E and theatre staff, I agree. So I say Coca-Cola. Okay, Coca-Cola crisp and popcorn plus some nice chocolate. Yeah, all great. Good options. And they're all good options. Anyway. I don't want to be on an A&E live stream. No sugar all the way. Fair enough, Beth. No sugar, you prefer it, Beth. All right, fair enough. Probably healthier as well. With regards to your Dr. Pepper drink that you were mentioning. I'll give a saying, do you remember McDonald's root beer? No, I don't. Oh my God, I love that. You're saying, as they used to sell little bottles of it. Need to go on the hunt for it. Root beer, I've not had that in ages, Hug Giver. I can't remember McDonald's selling that, to be honest. Hug Giver stick. Don't know what you mean by stick. Ravenclaw. Hi, Ravenclaw. How are you? Big shout out to Ravenclaw. My name's Brad, by the way. Nice to meet you. You're saying, Beth, I was just kidding. This ain't a real A&E live stream. It's just because everyone's coming with serious sounding issues. Yes. Dr. Timmy's just got a promotion. Congratulations on your promotion, by the way. He says he's absolutely fucking elated. He says he's absolutely elated on his promotion. And the face says it all. Anyway, Yorick saying, from managing moderator to taking A&E call to doctor, that was quick to me. Yeah, he's the cream always rises to the top. That's where Timmy's going, right to the top. Teddy Klinsman. Hi, Teddy. Welcome back, by the way. Hope you're doing okay. Yeah, it seems to be a common feeling amongst us as of late, feeling stuck in life. I think it can be a bit more in effect when you're thinking, shit, it's harder to get jobs at the moment, isn't it? So you might, as you're working or you're not working, it does whichever, and you're looking for work, for example, or opportunities, and they're harder to get at the moment. And it seems to be on the downward trajectory within the UK, from my understanding at least. So yes, Teddy, I get what you're saying. Well, I like to think I'm trying to understand what you're saying the best I can. Shelley saying, correct. A 14-hour shift and no fucking Fanta. Yeah, not happy. Yorick saying, has anyone ever tried mixing Coca-Cola, Fanta and Pepsi all together? I've done it when I was a kid, Yorick. I mixed loads of fizzy drinks up and it tasted absolutely disgusting. I did it when I was a kid. I don't know what I mixed in there. It was just a concoction of shit and it was awful. I've tried. I wouldn't advise it, by the way. Beth saying, haha, no, I meant response to why I chose Dr. Pepper Zero. All right, no worries, Beth. Thanks for elaborating, by the way. You're not saying that's a sugar blast drink. I don't know what that is. Aaron, I'm not okay to doing okay. Aaron, welcome back, mate. Sorry to hear that you're not doing okay. I'm sorry you feel that. I'm sorry you feel that way, mate. Sorry you feel that way. Good to see you on here anyway. Problem shared is a problem half sometimes. Hope you're okay. You're mentally exhausted. Why do you feel mentally exhausted, Aaron? Have you had a tough week? Do you feel a bit run down? Any challenges that have occurred? You don't have to share if you don't want, by the way. There's no... If you want to share, do it. If you don't worry. We're here for you either way, just to share that with you. Sorry saying Yorick, nope. LOL, sounds yuck. Teddy saying you seem like a decent, positive fella. Thank you for your streams. Oh, thanks, Teddy. I try to be the best version of myself. I try. Thank you, though, by the way. I was saying, but you know what? I'll drink a Pepsi Max, dust myself off, and get on with it. Sometimes that's what you got to do. Sometimes that's what you're going to do. I was saying, but understand this. I just watched the Harry Potter trailer, and Snape Dog is quite interesting. I don't know what that is, Aaron. You're saying I once mixed lots of alcohol drinks together, different beers and wine. It was a bad idea. Never mix alcohol drinks. No, don't. I've caught up with the chat. Brilliant. No, it's absolutely awful. I don't drink much now, if I'm honest. I really don't. I've not drank all year. All year I've not drank. I drink maybe 4 to 5 times a year throughout the whole year. I like it sometimes, but it really slows me down. I've calmed down a lot since I was younger, of course. Trying to say, my brother's brought my dad a car. Wow. And I mentioned it to my mum, but she pretended she didn't know about it and asked me who told me. Why can't I have a normal fucking parents? Oh my God. It's really nice that your brother's bought your dad a car. It's amazing. Lovely. Why not tell anyone about it? Is it pride or something? Whatever. Ego, maybe, I don't know. It's nice, it's positive. Lovely. Really, really nice. I don't know why. You can't, people can be weird sometimes. What can you do? They're going to do it either way. Instead of saying it's retarded and narcissistic. Oh, what can you do? I'm glad your dad's got a nice new car, though. Yorick then saying, I thought I'd make a super new alcohol like a crazy scientist. It didn't turn out the way I expected. I had the shit. Shit. Oh, awful. Yeah. Avideus. Hi, Avideus. I feel stuck with God and His mercy. Okay? How does that make you feel? If you feel stuck with God and His mercy. How do you feel stuck with mercy, though? I don't know. Shelley's laughing, saying, God bless him for doing that. Jesus rose from the dead. He shall rise before my struggles. Yeah, it can help. I believe that you can help yourself from your struggles. You can help yourself by looking within. By looking within. That's how I thought. That's how you. Yeah. But everyone has their own way of doing things, of course. Going quiet for a moment. I think sometimes, Sally's saying, lost you guys for a minute back now. Welcome back, Sally. Sally's then saying, oh, and then she boasted how my brother went all out for them, made them proud. Okay. Sometimes parents can be not normal. We can all be not normal. We can all be not normal sometimes. It's just the way it is. Sometimes, you're saying, sometimes it is. What can you do? Shelley's saying, I rose from my bed and couldn't get my shoes on. Right. You rose from your bed. Okay. Therefore, you felt stuck at that moment. Were you stuck in... I'm being silly now, Shelley. I don't know where to go with that. I know you're joking. Santa's saying it's great to be reminded of reasons why I moved away from her. Oh, sometimes you get those reminders, of course. I'm referring to my notes a moment. I've only got a few notes really, but I think a lot of us have outgrown parts of our life. That's why we can feel stuck sometimes. It's like that feeling of it's like you're growing and then you're in a shell, and then you're too big for your shell. You're outgrowing a room. So you've grown. You imagine yourself growing in a room. I don't know why I'm saying it like this, but you're in a room and the room's too small for you, or your clothes. You've got too big for your clothes or whatever, and it starts to feel uncomfortable because you need to shed the skin and get into something new. Sometimes that can happen. Santa's saying, Yorick, my friend, she's a narcissist and obsessed with my brother. My sister and I are never good enough. It's what you think that matters, though, Sander. What you think and what you know that matters. I can imagine not feeling good, though, of course. Sally's saying, I struggle to get up every day. I'm sorry to hear that, Sally. Why do you struggle to get up every day? What makes what I struggle to get up for work sometimes, Sally, if I'm honest. Force myself out of bed. And all round, snails are too small for the shell. Sometimes they can be, I think. I don't know much about snails, sorry. I'm a little bit tired here. Anyway, let me read. Sally, sometimes I struggle to get up after work. I do too. You have too much clutter. Do you have a scattered mind as well, maybe? Why do you have too much clutter? Can you change that? Would you want to change that? Is the question. Shelley saying, Sander, that happens in a lot of families. A lot. Yep. Certainly does, Shelley. Owen saying, hi, Owen, by the way. Owen all around. Hi, Owen. Nice to meet you, by the way. My name's Brad. Thanks for commenting, by the way. Thanks for contributing. You're saying you need to peel off your skin because there are things under there. Does that mean like looking within there, Owen? Santa's saying, yeah, Shelley. Yeah, I suppose so. Eric's saying, Brad, do you think it's normal that I pretend to talk to Einstein, like pretend he's still here, or is that not normal, healthy behavior? Is that not? I don't think it's unhealthy behavior, Yorick. No, I don't. It's that you could say that to people who speak to a loved one in their minds. You can speak to a loved one in your mind or out loud that's passed away. So it'd be the same thing, in my opinion, Yorick. So I don't think it's unhealthy. I think it's like you're emotionally regulating yourself by doing that, comforting yourself by doing that. If you know what I mean. That's the way I see it. So I don't think that is unhealthy. You're not doing anyone any harm. And people do it with grandparents that passed away, for example. So yeah, it's all good. Sally saying, my ADHD, I lay there, I wait for hours. Wow. Just the mind's racing at night time, Sally. Does it mean you get lack of sleep sometimes? Santa's saying, Yorick, I still talk to my grandpa that passed away over 30 years ago. There you go. Sandra and Yorick sending some hugs. One moment, guys. Yorick, talk to your lovely Einstein as much as you like or need to. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yorick saying, I've seen a ladybug always in the spot where Einstein used to be. One moment, sorry. Let me have a drink of water. Yeah, we can identify the ones that have passed with bugs or birds or butterflies, can't we? As a sign that there's watching us or looking at us from the other side, if you want to believe in that type of thing. which can make you feel a little bit better about the situation, can't it? Sorry, I'm trying to think out loud there the best I can. Shelley saying no harm is right. Absolutely. Sally saying I sheltered every sleep and naps in the daytime. It's exhausting. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to center myself a little bit. I'm doing the best with the energy that I have today. I'm not perfect today. I'm really, really sorry, guys. I'm not my best, but I'm doing my best I can. I'm struggling to get the words out. I can imagine it being tiring if you're not getting the correct sleep, Sally. I'm sorry to hear that, by the way. I don't know what else to say. I was trying to think of something to say, but I don't know what to say, Sally. But I can imagine it being very tiring, not getting regular sleep. Is there anything that you can do that can change that can improve that? Beth saying, do you have any book recommendations? You have books behind you. Yep, I do. I'll get you one. This one. I'll go with this one. The Little Book of Stoicism. It says, timeless wisdom to gain resilience, confidence, and calmness. The Little Book of Stoicism. It's a good book. I've not read it for ages. It's Seneca and Marcus Aurelius, amongst others. So where can you find joy, gain strength, how to deal with basically resilience, building resilience, getting through tough times. Sandra's saying, oh, that's beautiful, Yorick. I'll just sit him back down. Ladybugs are beautiful. Yes, they are. You hardly ever sleep. Sorry, Sally, that you hardly ever sleep. Have you tried magnesium glycinate? I'm not a doctor, by the way. Fucking disclaimer here, of course. But magnesium glycinate can help with sleep. There's lots of other things that can as well. Iron is good for when you're tired. Yorick saying, not looked into it if I'm honest. Story, hi Story, how's it going, man? Welcome back. Hi Inspired, you all right, bud? I'm all right, Story. How are you? I'm a bit run down, mate, if I'm honest. I'm a bit slow today, but I'm doing the best I can. Iron and magnesium are good for tiredness, Yorick, yes. Aaron said, read the B-note. It's very good. The comic. Sally said, alcohol helps with sleep. LOL, not good as we know. Oh, Sally, yeah. Alcohol can help. I think it gives you a shit night's sleep, though, doesn't it? Stories having rosé. Do you know what? Cheers to you then. Enjoy, Story. Enjoy your rosé. Sally saying, Sally, alcohol is the worst for sleep. It gives you broken, shitty sleep. Yeah, it does. I think initially you fall asleep, but you wake up a few hours later. Sandra says, oh, sorry, I've read that. Beth says, you're really attracting the waiting room energy tonight. Thanks for the book recommendation. No worries. Another really good book is Shantaram. Oh, it's such a good book. It's like a book about this guy that escapes. He escapes a prison in Australia and he ends up in India and he goes on a spiritual journey. And it's like you don't know whether to laugh or cry throughout the book. You don't want the book to end. It's a book of quotes. It's a book of quotes as well. It's such a good book. Fuck me, it's great. Shantaram. Anyway. What do you mean by that? Sorry, Beth. I'm missing to what attracting the waiting room energy. What do you mean by that? Waiting room energy. Please, can you elaborate? You don't have to elaborate if you don't want to, but if you can elaborate, that'd be great. I don't know what you mean by that. Forgive my my misunderstanding there. Anyway, Hug Giver saying, I listen to sleep stories or music to fall asleep. It helps me stop thinking about things. Yes. Decompressing, slowing the mind down. Absolutely, Hug Giver. I put on, when I can't sleep, I put my earphones in, of course, and I listen to 5-dimensional, it's called like 5-dimensional calming music or whatever. It's like frequencies. It sounds weird, but that's what I listen to. Like meditative kind of music, calming music. But I don't know why I always go to 5-dimensional one. I don't know why I just do that, but it helps. Helps to calm the mind. Story says thank you. No worries, Story. It's all good. Yeah, you mentioned it before. You sound like a broken record. Don't worry, Yorick. Beetroot juice. Absolutely. Sally saying, I have magnesium supplements on the way to me. Yes, good. Welcome back, Kyle. How are you doing, Kyle? Let me just read what you're saying. One moment. Ever since your Sunday stream, my week has been shit. But it is returning to normal. AKA an arsonist almost burnt my place down. What the hell, Kyle? How did that happen? How did an arsonist? I'm sorry to hear that you've had a bit of a shit week. Hopefully it improves going forwards. What happened with the arsonist? What was going on there? You've got Shantaram, Beth. Fucking read it. Please read it. I know I get why you've not read it though, because I do that as well, Beth. Someone will go, oh, there's a really good series out, and I know it's good. I'll look at it, I think, fuck me, that looks good. But then I won't get around to it. Or I'll have a book that I know is going to be really good. And sometimes I don't know, I put things off sometimes, Beth, so I understand that. Shantaram, it is a sign. Yes, it is a sign. If you've got that book, and I've just mentioned it, then please read it. And then also, once you've read it, let me know on your honest opinion on it. You might not like it. You might not like it. But I think it's one of the best books I've ever read, in my opinion. Shantaram is a book, Yorick. Anyway, Story saying ASMR helps. What's ASMR? Beth saying, like a doctor's waiting room. All right, get you. Everybody's asking your opinion on health wars. Yeah. I try to be careful with that, though, as I've said. Aaron saying, don't listen to that. Listen to Indian Christmas carols. Listen to Indian Christmas carols. I suppose it'll make you laugh. It'll make you feel good. Sally saying, you're lovely, Sandra and Brad. Yes, magnesium. I've ordered it online. It's on its way. And I've made it D Music channel. There you go, Sally. I suppose another good thing is the thing that you're on now, probably, your phone. Switching it off at least half an hour before you go to sleep. Not having too warm of a room can help. If I'm too warm in bed, I can't sleep at all. It's got to be a little bit cool. Not eating late, not having too much caffeine late. There's lots of other things as well that contribute to lack of sleep. It's a novel, Yorick. Brad says it's good. It's great. Hug Giver saying that's the music great for falling asleep too. And again, Kyle, I didn't. I'm really sorry. You've mentioned this as, again, Beth was mentioning a book that she's got called Shantaram that she's not read. And you've mentioned The Americans, and I'm sure it's really, really good. I just not got round to it, mate. I haven't got round to it. If I'm honest. I need to, don't I? I need to check it out. Story says, I'm feeling really sleepy now. Good. Get some sleep if you need it. You're saying, Beth, exactly like an A&E waiting room. Here, everyone asking Brad opinion for health-related stuff. And then all you get at the end of it is this. That's it. Just Timmy looking pissed off at you, looking at you, staring at you, having a quick look, see what's going on. And then he just potters off away and sits back on the pile of books. So I say sorry, repeating myself. No, I don't have to be sorry. Elliot, hi Elliot. How are you? My name's Brad. Nice to meet you, by the way. Yes, I do. Last 5 years since COVID felt like falling down the steps. What do you mean by that? Elaborate a bit more, Elliot, if you can. Best saying, it's quite a brick of a book. It is a brick of a book. It's big. It's just great from start to finish, Beth. Great from start to finish. It's just amazing. Yeah, anyway. But I'm going to read it next time. It's nice weather in the garden. Yeah, hopefully soon, Beth. Hopefully soon. Reese Battle. Do you date black men? No, I'm not into that, Reese. Are you into that? Are you into that? I'm not into that, mate. Each to their own. It's okay to be whatever it is, homosexual or whatever. Each to their own. If that's obviously, I'm assuming that's kind of you projecting, Reese, isn't it? Usually that's how this kind of thing goes. You're projecting your whatever desires onto me in a way, but it's not about me. What you say is all about you, isn't it, Reese? So go somewhere. I suggest go somewhere where you're going to find people like that are into that kind of thing and live your best life. So that's my response to you. You're saying ASMR is like those streams, Brad, where people talk quietly into the microphone, but put soft noises with things. It helps people sleep. I didn't know that. I've seen it, but I didn't know it was called that. Interesting. Story is saying brain tingles, white noise, whispering, etc. Okay. Yeah, I get it. I get it now. I didn't know what it was called. So thank you. So Carl saying, at your Sunday stream, I know I should have set a vehicle on fire and that vehicle was right next to my building's power box. Shit, that's crazy, Kyle. That's absolutely crazy. Did they catch the person that did it? Ronan, welcome back. Welcome back, Ronan. How's it going, lad? How are you doing? Hope you're okay. Ronan said, hey, Brad, Sander, Yorick. And please give a warm welcome to Lloyd only, but depressed and happy when he gets his macondas and cucumbers, Timmy. How's your day doing this week? Timmy says hi. There you go. What was I going to say? How's my week been? To be honest with you, I've been really tired all week. I've been working all week. I've just felt really, really tired. I still do now. But I'm okay. How are you, Ronan? Sally's saying, I love being cool in bed. I always have my feet out the duvet. LOL. Yep, I do that too. We need a Timmy ASMR stream. I don't know how to achieve that. I'll need some skills for that, Yorick. Ronan saying, Yorick, I agree. Timmy the legend. Stacks is just laughing. Okay. Why is he slouching today, Brad? Don't know. I'll get him up a little bit. He's a bit tired. You prefer audiobooks, Sally? So do I. So do I. A lot of my the recent books that I've been reading have been on via audiobook as well, Sally, so I agree with you there. MIDH looks creepy. That is Timmy the Turtle. There you go. Thanks to anyone that's liked and subscribed, by the way, guys. I really appreciate you all. Thanks a lot. I'll just keep Timmy in the background. Ron says, Sally, I'm the same. Is that Elton behind you? That's Timmy the Turtle, mate. Ronan saying, guys, I do have... Ronan, how's your hamster doing? How's your hamster doing? But yeah, I've got good news. What's the good news, Ronan? Elton who? I don't know. Stacks is saying, Jordan, look. Okay. Okay, Shelley's saying, when you're with someone you trust, you're never needing to pretend. Someone who helps you know helps you know yourself. You know you're with a friend. I just got email from Timmy. Oh, that's nice. Let me read that again, Shelley. When you're with someone you trust, in never needing to pretend, just they accept you for who you are, someone who helps you know yourself, someone that helps you grow, you know you're with a friend you are. I just got that email from Timmy. That's absolutely beautiful, Timmy. Well done, lad. Well done. Thanks for sharing, Shelley. Ron saying, oh, Timmy's jumping to see me. Yay. Okay. Yorick saying, ASMR stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response, a relaxing, tingling sensation that typically begins on the scalp and moves down the neck and spine, often triggered by soft sounds. I didn't know that. Like sensory. Beth is saying, have you read The Life of Pi? I've seen the movie, I think. I would recommend that for you, Brad, since you're into self-development. Life of Pi. I'm writing it down. Thanks, Beth. Is there a movie of that as well? Thanks, Beth. Thank you for the book recommendation. I've written it down. I need to check out that Americans as well, that series. Can only do so much. You might have seen the movie, but it doesn't compare to the book. I've seen the movie, but the book's usually better, isn't it? Beth, thanks for that. You've started dating again for the first time in 6 years. Good for you, Ronan. Good for you. I hope that you're happy. Yeah, it's saying, Beth, I've seen the movie. I loved it. Rick, check the book out then. Absolutely. Lily's saying 2. Aaron, I'm not reading that. Sorry, mate. Not reading it. Anyway, Beth saying the movie's good, book is great. We love Timmy. Absolutely. Hug Giver says, oh, Roland, that's brilliant. Hope you have a great day. Yes, good for you, man. Roland saying, it's doing well. I've kept it in a medical enclosure until I accessed his health. Don't know what you mean by that. Sorry. We went to Nando's. Nando's, I've never had a bad Nando's. I've been to so many different ones all over the country, and they've all been same standard. It's nice. It's a nice meal. Good place. Bit relaxed as well at the same time. You need some good headphones for ASMR. Get to get the audio quality, I'm assuming. Hug Giver says, nice one, Roland. What's popping, folks? Oi, Brad. Oh, UKG, welcome back. Welcome back, UKG. How's it going? Hope that your brother's okay. Hope that you're okay. Hope you're doing as well as you can. I'm just doing my best, mate. That's what I'm doing. UKG, just keep turning up, putting the reps in. Shelley is a great name for Timmy. Girlfriend, haha. Life of Art is a film, I'm sure. Life of what, sorry? Stax is showing me a camel with some videotape showing. UKG says, good evening to Sander. That guy, Kyle. Hi, that guy, Kyle. What do you mean stuck in life? Like routine or generally? That guy, Kyle, it could be stuck in anything. Thanks for getting me back on topic there. Could be stuck in life, generally. Anything, routine. Anything. Depends on the individual, doesn't it? Pie meant to say, got you, Sally. A person saying, good evening, sir. How are you? I'm good, thanks, a person. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you, by the way. Carl saying nope, and they don't have any leads. And apparently stress and panic is contagious. Who would have thought? Bloody hell. Hope no one was hurt in that, Kyle. Lily's saying, is Sander here? She was here. I don't know if she's here right now. Lily. I'll tell her that you've asked about her. How are you, Lily? Hope you're okay. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling okay. Hope you're doing well. That's it. So I'm repeating myself there. Yorick is in the house, UKG saying. Big shout out to UKG. Thanks to anyone that's watching. Thanks to anyone that's liked and subscribed. It helps the channel, so thank you so much. Yorick saying Life of Pi, the sequel to American Pie. Sally's saying my friend's turtle is called Shelley. Ah, Sally, what have we got going on then? Yeah. It could be interested. Let's see. There's another turtle called Shelley, by the way, Timmy. That's what I'd let you know. Stack saying friend zone, LOL. Friend zone. Excuse me, Stacks. Friend zone is when you get stuck in friend zone, isn't it? When you like happens to guys a lot of the time. It happens to girls, I suppose, as well sometimes, but usually it's guys with girls, I'd assume, men with women, should I say. And they really like a woman, for example. They play the nice guy act and they get friend zoned. And that's it. They don't get anything. The relationship's one-sided. Anyway. You're saying we've met before, TKG, absolutely. You're saying, Yorick, I'll give you that. I didn't laugh, but I smirked, but I don't laugh or smirk much. Yeah. Okay. Right, what do you need? Let me just open. One sec. Oh. What do you need? You can go behind, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. It's all good. It's all good. I'll keep reading. Don't worry. Booking an Airbnb for both of us to chill out one weekend. Glad it's all is well. Whereabouts are you booking the Airbnb? UKG. Sorry, I'm going quiet for a moment. Shelley saying, ha ha ha, Sally forward. Kylie's in saying, last time I had Nando's, the queue was short but took forever and the wait for the food was forever. Oof. Yeah, it can be frustrating. It's really popular, isn't it? It can get really, really, really busy. Which can be frustrating, Kyle. UKG saying, happy Friday, bro. Happy Friday to everybody else as well. Stacks is saying, that's cute, mate. What's cute? Kev, Street Defense Nonsense. Hello, Kev, Street Defense Nonsense. How are you? Do you know Kev? I do now, Kev. Stacks saying friend zones for life. That's not a good place to be, is it, Stacks? Some people end up like that, though, mate. AI 9347s. Whose granny is this? My name's Brad, mate. How are you? That guy Kyle saying I'm stuck with some habits for sure. I smoke, so that easily falls into it, but I don't feel stuck that much. I free will, so what do we think? Let me think. You smoke. Not good for you, mate. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought a little bit. I'll try and keep speaking the best I can. You're stuck with some habits. We all have habits, though, don't we, Kyle? We all have habits. Smoking, obviously, is going to slow you down, isn't it? Definitely. But it's up to you what you want to do. Are you happy doing it? Not suggesting that you do that, but I'll move on. UKG saying, got my vinyl record being delivered tomorrow. Nice. Have you got your record player though, UKG? Ronan saying, shut up, Kev. No one wants to hear about him. He's a criminal. Who are you on about, Ronan? Ronan said, Timmy, don't cheat on me. Well, you can't say anything, Ronan, because you've been on a date, haven't you, today at Nando's? And Timmy didn't get any fucking Nando's, did he? He said he wanted double chicken burger. He wanted fries and the macho peas. But lo and behold, he got fuck all, didn't he? He got fuck all, Ronan. You took someone on a date, so you cheated on him. And he said he's not happy about it. Says he doesn't want to speak to you. Sorry, I'm joking. I'm going with a joke, Ronan. I'm going with a joke. Humans are creatures of habit, UKG saying. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Absolutely. And some of those habits are not too bad, like drinking coffee or whatever it is, waking up at a certain time, yada, 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 yada. But we are creatures of habit. It's just try and get the healthier habits if we can. Shall I say no, Michelle, LOL? I'll just move that back now. Sorry. Just have to do. There we go. That's a lot better. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. We all love Timmy. Yes, we do, Shelley. Sandra in her background role. Yeah. Helping me out. Stack says hyper. What do you mean by that? Shelley saying friend zone is pants. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's a one-sided relationship, isn't it? Not good. Timmy just disappeared for a while, Ronan. You wait until Sandra arrives. No worries, Lily. Do you play the harp? Yes, I fucking do, Stacks. I am probably the best harp player in the whole country, in the whole of UK. I am so good at playing the harp. Oh, I've never asked that question. That's made me laugh. Shelley saying, Ron, are you dating now? Kev saying like. Thanks, Kev. Thank you. Shelley saying four-way. Oh, Stack says fun. I don't know what Lily's saying. Gonna get a Domino's. Not bad. Not a bad option. Don't jaunt much though. Sally's saying smoke. You don't smoke much. I used to smoke, believe it or not, and I do drink and I smoke. I don't advise it though. I've quit smoking so many times though. That guy Kyle, I have used to smoke, and I quit loads of times and kept going back. Kyle saying, I'm trying to cut smoking, definitely. It's a crutch to deal with things and a bad habit. At least you're aware of it. But luckily, I balance it with eating right and exercise. That helps a little bit, yeah. I suppose there's those e-cigs, isn't there? But they're another, is it popcorn lung that you can get from them and amongst other things. Kyle is saying coffee is a bad habit, so I drink way too much. You know what, Kyle? I quit coffee. I've quit a lot of things in my life. One of the hardest ones that I quit was coffee once. I've got back to drinking it now, but I quit and I feel really ill. I get really bad headaches for about a week. It wasn't nice. I mean, I drink it now though. I'm addicted to coffee. I have 3 a day, by the way, Kyle. Kyle's Unite. You've got 2 Kyles. Yeah, I've just realised. Sally plays a didgeridoo. Good for you. Was it Rolf? Oh God, that's Rolf Harris that played the didgeridoo, isn't it? Oh dear. But I can play the triangle as well as the harp, of course. I wonder where you'd learn to play the harp. I bet it's a very niche business, isn't it? Like a harp teacher. That guy Carl saying, how do you manage to quit? What tactics do you apply? Smoking. I was really, really hard on myself. That guy Kyle, I was really, really hard on myself, and I still am. And I'd smoke, and it just made me feel horrible and dirty. And then I'd go training, exercise, to do some like circuit training or running, and I'd feel my lungs and I'd feel horrible. That would help me. Willpower, really. You're just replacing the. You've got the habit of smoking. Replace it with something else. Replacing it with something else. Replace it with exercise, etc., with something healthier, let's say. But then I'd fail. I'd quit, and then I'd go back. Then I'd quit, then I'd go back. So every time I was quitting, I was failing, and I'd just think, all right, I'll quit for a day, then I'd go back. Then I go, all right, next time I'll try and quit for a day and a half. And I quit for a day and a half, and then I just extended it over and over and got longer, better and better and better at it. So the willpower muscle was being more developed, let's say. That's how I did it, willpower. There's lots of other ways. Or you could, like, instead of having the money that you spend on cigarettes, you could spend it on something else, like a hobby or something. And then look at all the money that you've got from not smoking, and then you can see how beneficial that is. Kev saying, please don't shorten it to Kev. Yeah, it's Kev Street Defence Nonsense. What does that mean, Kev? Street Defence Nonsense. Don't know what that is. Shelley saying, I quit smoking and vaping now. Do 2 Acco ones. Sally saying, I drink too much wine. What do you prefer, Sally? I prefer red wine. Right, saying, how does smoking help with these things? Like, does it release stress? Is the nicotine relaxes you? I don't know how that works, Yorick, if I'm honest. People say smoking helps them to relax, doesn't it? Is it the act of breathing in? I don't know. It didn't do anything for you, smoking, no. That's a good thing, Yorick. Zag is then saying, I heard coffee is good if it's black only. Yes, probably healthier. It's just coffee. Caffeine's a drug, isn't it? It's not a bad drug though, per se. Sally saying, I played the triangle down the pub every Saturday night. Yeah, I bet you had a big crowd for that one, Sally. That's funny. Sally saying, it does, Yorick, help deal with what you said. Liz saying, I'm going to change my profile pic and name. Can you tell Sander I'll be changing it to Roach once you read this message? Okay then, no worries. I'll let her know. I'll keep her posted. That guy Kyle is saying, I'll keep in mind, probably looking to scary. Yeah, that helps. Looking at the scary stats. Also, on the other side of things, look at the benefits of not smoking. Look at the benefits of not smoking. So you just imagine you've quit, and that cigarette that you have with a coffee in the morning, for example, that you always love having, instead of having that, have your coffee, but then read about the benefits of quitting smoking. That can help too. Coffee will screw with your sleep, which screws with your cognitive function, especially if you're drinking it late at night, Kyle. White. Kev, Street Defence Nonsense, white. I don't know what you mean by that. Kyle is saying less than 100 milligrams of coffee is about the recommendation. I didn't know that. Shelley saying, I played that in school. Sally, donkeys years ago. Ha 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 ha. Right. Hug Giver saying, I think it's more the deep breathing when you smoke. Yeah. I was thinking that too, Hug Giver. It makes you feel relaxed. It's not smoking itself. Yes. Hug Giver. Thank you. I was thinking that too, but I didn't get it out as well as you did. I didn't elaborate as well as you did. Yeah. Wim Hof breathing. I do Wim Hof breathing every day. Most days. I'll tell a lie, I do it 95% of the days, let's say. And I do the cold shower most days too. Big deep breaths in. That's what's relaxing you. I think you're right there, hug giver. Yorickson saying then yoga can yoga can help. It can do the trick as well. Smoking will save so much money. If they took up yoga, it's breathing. That really helps them too. Yes, absolutely. It's a good stress receiver. I need to do it myself. I need to do more of that myself. I'm very stiff. My body's very stiff. I need to stretch more. I'm quite an active person. I'm not as active as I used to be. I used to be a very athletic person, believe it or not. But I'm not what I was. I'm not what I was. I'm getting a bit older. But I've got very stiff joints, let's say that. So I need to do more yoga myself. Stress reliever, isn't it, Yorick? I think, yeah, I know what you mean, though. Sally Sensei, Shelley, I was crap at musical instruments. Triangle all they offered me, LOL. Guess what, Sally? Same, I was crap at music. I was so shit. I was so shit at it. Really bad. Not for me. I was good at sports. That guy, Kyle, saying yoga and Tai Chi, very good. Absolutely. Very true. Sally is then saying, love rounders as a baller. I like white wine, but red with cheese, same as you, Brad. Yeah, you remembered red wine with the cheese. Oh, and olives. I like that. I love red wine. I'm not a fan of white. Each to their own, though, of course, Sally. And so give saying I love Tai Chi. I used to do Tai Chi. I used to do Kung Fu when I was a kid. And we used to do Tai Chi. Believe it or not. Years ago, I used to do it. It is gentle on the body. Hug giver, yes. Used to play rugby, did you? Wow. I mean, these are shot to bits now. I played rugby for a while. Amateur, really, really amateur though. Oh my God. And I remember this guy, hug giver, that broke his arm. And it's like, he played a game, amateur, not getting paid for it. Really, really basic rugby. Really fucking basic. And he broke his fucking arm. And he's walking around like that, obviously, in a sling. And he said, oh, I'm out of work now for so many months, no pay. I thought, I'm not doing this anymore. And I walked away from it. I love watching rugby though. Absolutely. I like rugby union and rugby league. It is a brutal sport though, but I like watching it. Shelley says, hey, Sally, I got thrown out of school choir. They said my singing was chronic. Mine's not good. Aaron's saying, if everything you love, Aaron's then saying, if everything you love, think, and will eventually disappear, what makes any matter of it now? Good question, mate. Everything that you love will eventually disappear. It's kind of like nihilistic, isn't it? What's the point? Kind of thinking. But I'm gauging for what you're saying. All you've got is now is the present, though, Aaron, isn't it? So, and you can enjoy these things now. And you can love these things now. You can vibrate at a higher frequency and feel those amazing feelings of love and appreciation. And everything will disappear as we know it. But do we disappear as we know it? I don't think we do. I think we go somewhere else, but maybe I'm being a bit spiritual, maybe not agree with me, which is absolutely fine. Does it really matter? Maybe it doesn't, but I think it does matter. But we all have autonomy over that, whether we decide whether we want it to matter or not. That's the best I can answer that, Aaron. Very thought-provoking question. And it could be answered in a lot of different ways. Sally saying, I was in a choir, but I didn't want to be there. Oh, shit. Yeah, I can imagine why. I can understand why. That guy, Kyle, I must leave, but thank you for your advice and sharing experiences. Much appreciated sincerely. Oh, no worries, man. Sorry, I don't have all the answers, that guy, Kyle. I just gave the best I could in real time. You'll have the answers within yourself. By the way, I think you know that deep down. You have your own answers deep down inside there. Thanks for being on here, by the way. Thanks for sharing a part of your story. You're more than welcome on here again. And I hope you have a nice. I hope the rest of your week's really good as well. So thank you for. No worries. Thanks. That's it. So see you in a bit. Have a good night. Have a good night's sleep or whatever. Roach the Goober. You're going to go to sleep. We've changed your username, so good for you, mate. Have a good night's sleep. Get some good sleep. Shelley saying, I play a lot of sports. I throw a tennis ball and the dog runs after it. Funny. Sally saying, I love karaoke though. Oh, I'm shit at that as well, if I'm honest. You've got to live in the now, Aaron, when it will disappear. If that makes sense, Yorick saying. The dogs love my voice. Well, yes. Yorick saying, I'm in the now, in the moment. It matters in the grand stage of it all. Maybe it doesn't. It's all perspective. It is all perspective. Absolutely. You can't wait for the World Cup, Sally. Yeah. I enjoy it too. Sander, the Goober has changed his name. He was asking about you, by the way. He's now called Roach the Goober. He told me to tell you. He was asking about you. Huggy was saying, Aaron, because good things always happen again. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. That guy Carl says, nobody has all the answers. No, they don't. Boss, don't worry about it. You mean well, and that's all what counts. Farewell all. Thank you. Fist bump to Aaron. No, fist bump to that guy Kyle. Sorry, man. Thank you for the respect. Appreciate it. You're saying good night to Sander. Okay. Okay. Aaron says, do you believe that you die twice? When your physical presence is no longer and your name is associated to you. It's spoken last time. Yeah, in this reality that we're in now, yes. Aaron, the point is literally what you make of it. Santa's saying, I'm not going to sleep yet, Yorick. Yorick's going, oh shit. It's all good. Roach, not again. Yeah. Yorick's saying, I saw emoji. Okay. Fayon saying, goofy goober. All right. Okay. Santa's saying, Yorick, LOL. Yeah, I'm just cozy. That's all good. Carl saying, I wanted to try my hand rugby as a kid, but my school thought it was too rough and they played soccer. They thought we played soccer too rough. Rugby is bloody brutal. Brutal. Lots of injuries. Soccer or football, there's injuries as well, don't get me wrong, but nowhere near as much as rugby. Shelley saying, Sandra, have a nice rest. I'm just closing bed, not going to sleep yet, though. It's all good. I'm going quiet for a moment. Sorry, guys. I'm not at full force today. Sally's cozy with your two dogs. Oh, nice. What kind of dogs have you got, Sally? Sounds cute. What kind of dogs have you got? Everyone's saying good night to Sandra. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm going quiet for a moment. Thanks to you, Yorick. It's all good. It's all good. So on my next live, I'm going to be talking about the best I can. It's going to be Sunday, 10 o'clock in the morning. I might do it a bit later. I might be lazy and do it at 11, actually. I might have an extra hours and sleep. I need to sleep. Next live is going to be, are we working too hard for a life that we don't even enjoy? That's what I'm going to talk about. Are we working too hard for a life that we don't even enjoy? And I think that will resonate with quite a lot of people. So I'm saying, where the hell is Dot? I don't know. Probably busy living a life, Sander. Probably busy living a life. No idea. You look tired, Brad. Yep. Sorry. I wish I could go all day. Don't give it. Anyway, Sally's then saying Jack Russell. I love Jack Russells. I really, really do. Out of all the dogs that I feel close to, it would be a Jack Russell. Anyway, so you've got Jack Russell, Millie 10, and Adele, a Jackapoo. Adele after singer. I know I'm sad. LOL. No. Very nice. They're the best, better than people, dogs, a lot of the time. Sometimes they are, yeah. Well, a lot of the time, dogs always win, don't they, with that most of the time. American football players wear protective gear. Yes, they do. And they get serious injuries, which says it all. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. I remember watching a rugby match years ago. I was close to the touch. I was close to the pitch, really close. And the players would collide. It was rugby league. The players would collide, and it was like a clapping echo sound when they collided. It was like a snapping, but an echo as well as they smashed into each other. Yeah, it's it wears the body down. Let's say that. But I love watching it. So I said I want a dog, but can't have one. Maybe one day, make it happen. Shelley saying, "Ollie, they're better than people. A lot of the time, they are." You love the scary movie franchise. I agree. Aaron, it can be very funny. Sander, do you like long hours not to be able to have a dog? Sally's asking. You're saying I'd like to have 2 dogs and 2 rabbits one day. 2 budgies. Is it Yorick? Is this Noah's Ark? Is it Noah's Ark? I'm joking. 2 of each. Oh, you've got budgies on your channel. All right, cool. Please check out. Sorry, Yorick. Oh, trying to communicate. I'm going to finish soon. By the way, guys, I am literally hanging on. I've had a long week. I will. Sorry. Let's keep going, Brad. I'm trying to give myself a boost here. Please check out Yorick's channel. He does Words of Wonders, which is like a word game, which gets the mind thinking. He does a lot of content in and around London and other things. So there, please check out Yorick's channel. You will one day, Yorick. Yeah. That's nice. I agree with that logic, Yorick. If you're going to have a dog, have 2. Let them keep each other company. Aaron saying last one for tonight. All right, then, Aaron, go for it. This is the last one, mate. I'm struggling. I need to go and rest. Yeah, I do. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really, really tired. It's all right. No worries, Yorick. Okay. So, you could take the dogs for a week. Sally, hope they have a good one. Right. So my next live, I'm going to be talking about on Sunday, check out my channel, and it'll notify you when I'm next live. It's going to be Sunday around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning. It's going to, are we working too hard for a life that we don't even enjoy? I want to talk about that, because I think it resonates with some people. Are we working too hard for a life we don't even enjoy? That's what I'm going to talk about, okay? Leave it till next time, Aaron. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for anyone. Thank you for all commenting. Thank you for being here. Thank you for, yeah, thanks for being here. Yeah, appreciate you all. So I'm sorry, I'm gonna get some sleep. I need to end it, don't I? So thank you for your time. Enjoy your weekend. Do not take any shit off anybody. Be a kind person, but don't take any shit. Put boundaries in place if you need to. Have a good night's sleep. If I see you on Sunday, happy days. If I don't, no worries. Just enjoy your life. Make the best of it. So thank you for your time. Good night. And goodbye. See you soon.